The Story of Rapa Nui, written by Kennedy Hensel and Rachel Tolliver. Focus question: what makes Rapa Nui mysterious? Island of Mystery. Deep in South Pacific is a place called Rapa Nui. It is also known as Easter Island. The island is home to 6,000 people and hundreds of giant stone statues called moai. It is also a home to many stories and legends. Who made the moai? About 900 years ago, Polynesian people came to the Rapa Nui. The island is very hard to get to. The nearest land is over 1,000 miles away. The people made Rapa Nui their home and named a king. They are believed to have made the moai. Why were the moai made? The 887 moai might have been made as symbols of power and religion. They might also have been made to remind people of their ancestors. Many moai are found near fresh drinking water. They are also found near places where people probably grew gardens, so they might have been created to mark fresh water. Walking statues. Scientists found a pit where the moai were cut from a stone wall. They also discovered the stone tools used to make the moai. However, scientists were still not sure how people moved the moai to the edge of the island. Many moai are the size of 2 tall people. They are as heavy as a school bus. They are too heavy to drag around. The people of the island had no cots. Scientists wondered if tree trunks were used to roll the moai, but the Rapa Nui people living on the island today have stories and songs about walking statues. Could they be true? A Rapa Nui scientist said yes. So another group of scientists did some tests to see if moai could walk. They tied long ropes to the top of a moai. People pulled on the ropes. The statue rolled back and forth. The moai moved forward little by little as the people pulled. The moai was walking. The mysterious past. Some parts of history of Rapa Nui are still mysterious. There may once have been as many as 10,000 people on the island. By 1877, only 111 people were left. There are different ideas about why people disappeared and why. One idea was that as people cut down the island, many trees, the soil needed to grow crops, washed away. This could have caused people to starve. Rats which came to the island on the Rapa Nui pupils' boats. Also ate many nuts from the trees. This would cause fewer trees to grow. However, now scientists know the Rapa Nui people also had successful gardens. The trees were gone, but the people could still eat food from gardens. Some people disappeared because they were enslaved. In 1859, people came from Peru to Rapa Nui. They enslaved about 1,500 people from the island and took them away. People from other countries also brought sickness that caused people in Rapa Nui to die. A year later, in 1816, island studies say that a civil war took place on Rapa Nui. Two groups, the long ears and the short ears, fought. Weapons discovered later by scientists support this story. Around the time of war, some Moai were pushed over. No one is sure why. Some think the Moai were tipped face down to protest the wall. Rapa Nui today. Thousands of Rapa Nui people live on the island and in Chile today. Some of them studied the Moai. In 1989, Rapa Nui scientists discovered pieces of shells that turned out to be Moai eyes. As time goes on, people will continue to discover more about the amazing Moai and the people who created them.